born to the year you're buried, they tell you need to get every year of your whole life.
Only vaccine.
It's the only one. Flu vaccines. Every year starting at 6 months old till you're buried.
So why?
Great business model.
Right.
Yeah.
You need this every single year for your entire life starting at 6 months old. So I decided I'm going to do a real thorough deep dive into the flu vaccines.
Yep.
Can you guess the number of branded flu vaccines on the CDC schedule in America?
I wouldn't even have
I
an idea.
wouldn't. Yeah, I don't even know.
So there's 9.
9, okay.
Hey,
Very
that's
good. That was very close. So there's 9 flu vaccines, all brand names. And I decided to go look at the CDC's own document, and everybody at home should go get it or go watch the Dr. Artist show. There's a document titled Vaccine Excipient Summary Appendix B on cdc.gov's website.
Can you spell excipient?
Excipient, EXCIPIENT.
That wasn't for me. That was for some of our listeners.
That was
So
for me,
I already
actually.
knew y'all. I already knew y'all knew it. I already knew you named your
Vaccine
child
excipient.
excipient. I know
Middle
your
name.
grandbaby. Your next grandbaby will be named
What are all the words
excipient.
I'm sitting here thinking excipient. How do you spell? I mean, sorry, I got that.
Vaccine excipient summary.
Summary.
Appendix B. So this is for 2024 flu shots, and all shots, actually. They have an entire PDF that you can just download for free. That is every added ingredient into all the vaccines.
Okay.
So by name, by category, they got all the ingredients they put in there. So let me run through one of these, okay?
Okay.
So I found this shocking. Of the 9 flu vaccines, the first 3 listed have an ingredient in it called hydrocortisone. Now,
Like you put on your skin?
yes. So also, if someone goes in with joint pain, elbow pain,
Yeah.
they will inject you with hydrocortisone
Right. That's
to relieve the
flu
pain.
shot?
Yeah, so hydrocortisone is in the flu shot. For definition and context, hydrocortisone is what's called a corticosteroid.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you name another corticosteroid? Prednisone.
Okay.
So prednisone and hydrocortisone are the exact same drug. All right.
Oh, really?
Does anyone in the world watching this know what a published benefit of administering a corticosteroid like hydrocortisone or prednisone is to the human body?
As pain relief.
Pain relief.
Does it get rid of swelling?
Yeah, there's another big one. So they'll tell you this is anti-inflammatory,
Yeah.
reduces pain. The only other thing it does is it's an immune suppressant. So
I'm not a scientist, but why?
Yeah, what?
So steroids, by definition, shut off your bone marrow's production of white blood cells to fight any future infections. My question for you is this. Are flu vaccines being marketed to you and promoted to you to boost your immune system or suppress it?
Well, it's supposed to be boost.
It is marketed to you to boost your immune system against a future flu virus.
Yes.
Okay?
Right.
And it's actually suppressing it.
They have a immune suppressor drug as an ingredient in that shot. 3 of them. So you should know what those 3 are.
Yes.
Also, did you know I decided to look it up one day on a plane while I was flying between events 3 weeks ago? And Jen goes, I said, honey, look at this. It's got hydrocortisone in these 3 flu vaccines. And she goes, why would they put that in there? And I said, watch this. I looked up, this is not a joke. While she's watching me on a plane, I typed in Google, what is the published injuries of hydrocortisone in mouse studies?
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Because all mice are mammals. They have every organ we do. Skeletons just like us, all organs. That's why they always investigate human drugs and animals before
Right.
they give it to you.
Yep.
What does it do to these animals?
Yeah.
Now let's go give it to you.
Right.
Okay. The very first sentence in the first NIH published study reads, hydrocortisone insults on the body in mice. Okay, this is the title.
Okay.
The first sentence reads, it is well established that hydrocortisone injected into young people, not mice, young people,
people.
causes spinal column disorders. They start injecting
6
our
months.
children at 6 months old with these shots every year. They even tell you your kid might need 2 every year.
Well,
Inject them with that. Okay, what's
and,
a
if you're
spinal?
Travis Kelce for the Chiefs, you should get your Pfizer booster and the flu the same day.
So disgusting.
Two for one.
Sick. For
He,
$20
he,
million.
he and Taylor Swift. Boom.
So let's
There.
talk about just a couple spinal column. That's your spinal column
That is
disorders. You ever heard of scoliosis?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a spinal column disorder. You ever heard of spina bifida?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a spinal column disorder, and they know that's a published side effect in young people.
In young people, and they're putting the flu
And
shot.
they're putting that in 3 of the flu shots of the 9. A third of them have this hydrocortisone in it. All right, now, one of them I was shocked to find, the first ingredient added into it on the vaccine excipient summary on the CDC's website, it reads, Medine Darby canine kidney cells is the first ingredient. Okay, Medine Darby canine kidney cells.
Okay.
All right, so what's canine mean?
Dog.
Dog. So now you know there's dog kidney cells in a flu vaccine.
Those are in the shot.
That's the first ingredient in the shot. All right, so I have a question
Why?
for you.
I love my dogs, but
So there's a couple things. I had some questions here. I wanted to know, what in the world is Medine Darby?
Yeah.
It's called Medine Darby canine kidney cells. I know it's a dog kidney cells, but what's a Medine Darby? I've never heard of that reference.
Right.
So I typed in Google, what is Medine Darby? Y'all know what dog that is? Y'all are not judges at dog shows?
No.
You don't know them all?
I just know the top five. I don't know.
All right, so Medine Darby is Cocker Spaniels.
That's
So
so
this
Cocker
is-
Spaniels, okay?
Cocker Spaniel kidney
Kidney
cells
cells?
are in your flu shots. Okay, so now I have a question for you. Do you know why they put Cocker Spaniel kidney cells in there? Because I looked it up.
The only thing I know is they get startled when the doorbell rings and they tend to pee on the floor a lot. That's all I know about Cocker Spaniels.
That's awesome. So if you want bladder incontinence,
Exactly.
you need the flu shot with the Medine Darby kidney cells in it. All right, so I looked it up. I want to know, why did they select these Cocker Spaniel kidney cells to put in flu vaccines?
Yeah.
And it states, of all cells studied in nature, the Medine Darby Cocker Spaniel kidney cells, by all cells found in nature, when they evaluate the infectivity of the flu virus in cells of all mammals in the world, the most easily infected cells on Earth are Cocker Spaniel kidney cells.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not joking. I did a whole presentation on to show the whole world. Okay, so now you've got hydrocortisone in some of these flu vaccines that shuts off your immune system. Well, that's rocking. Then you got another one, the fourth one, that is Cocker Spaniel kidney cells that they published. The reason why they have that in there is because there's no other cell on Earth that's easily infected by the flu virus than that one.
Oh.
So why does every 6-month-old need that one?
Great question.
It makes it easier for you to get infected, and they shut down your immune system.
Oh man.
That's not even the worst of all of it,
Oh,
actually.
no.
These are just 2 out of like 50 ingredients I have dissected and have gone through. They have formaldehyde in 5 of the 9 vaccines. You know what formaldehyde is? Used for ever
Well, preserving.
embalming dead people.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so why would you put formaldehyde that actually fossilizes your cells permanently for life? Why would you inject that inside a baby starting at 6 months old and every year for the rest of your life? They have an ingredient called polysorbate 80 in 7 of the 9 vaccines. Polysorbate 80, they publish, is only added to vaccines to assist punching holes in the blood-brain barrier to deliver what other additives are in the shots, which aluminum's in all of them, mercury is still in all of them, and I show the whole world. In fact, they tell you the mercury, which is in 2 of the 9 of them, it's on there. I show them. I did a whole show on just this mercury
Okay, you
because
have to go to thebrianartistshow.com. It's a 4-part thing, right?
yeah, so
Okay,
I've already
everybody
done
needs to go
3.
there.
Yep.
See the 3, he's coming out with the 4th.
Yep. I'm actually going to produce a booklet for
Okay.
everybody in the world to be able to purchase and have in your purse so that anybody on earth has ever told your grandbaby or you or your child needs a flu shot.
Be like,
You're going to pull out the booklet and you're
Look at
going to
this.
read the questions in order.
Yep.
For example, hey, doc, you just told me I need a flu shot. Can you name any of the 9 flu vaccines?
Yeah.
By brand. Good. Which ones do you carry? Do you
Yeah.
tell me?
That would be a fair question of your mechanic if you're
Yeah.
doing an oil additive on my
yeah,
truck.
what are you going to use?
And then when they tell you which one, if they have one that they know of, they go back in the back and it'll tell you, oh, we have flu cell vax, which is one of them with the Medine Darby cells in it.
Okay.
We got that one. Your next question should be great. You have flu cell vaccines for the flu. Hey, doc, can you tell me 3, just 3 of the ingredients inside that flu shot you're telling me I need?
Out of the 50 or whatever.
Yeah, just give me 3. I need
Yeah.
3. I'm looking at the list. Can you tell me 3?
That's
And
a
when
fair
they
question.
look at you and say, I don't know any, you know more than they
Oh,
do,
my God.
you walk out and then go like this. The next question will be like this. Well, if you don't know any of the 3 vaccine ingredients, can you explain to me why the one you're wanting to give me that you said
Why
in
that
the
one?
back room has Cocker Spaniel kidney cells in it? And can you explain to me how that helps boost my immune system
Right.
against a flu? Just to square this off for all of you at home, what organ in the human body is most infected when you get the flu? In fact, eventually, for many, it might lead to a viral pneumonia situation. What's
Is it the lung?
the organ?
Your
It's your
kidneys?
lungs.
Your lungs? Oh, man.
Can you please explain to me why it is they chose kidney cells from a Cocker Spaniel to prevent you from getting a lung infection?
Great question.
It is so messed up.
It's messed up.
We're going to create this little booklet, and I'm going to
Yeah.
pump it out to the world like flu vaccine for dummies
Yeah.
and for dumb
So
MDs.
what about like
Tell me-
autoimmune diseases? Do you think it has anything to do with our The amount of autoimmune diseases we have right now.
Oh, this is important. What's the very first shot every American baby is told you have to get before 12 hours go by being born in America? Do you know?
Hepatitis B?
Hepatitis B vaccine. Do you know the first ingredient in the hepatitis B vaccine is called MRC-5? And do you know what MRC-5 stands for? It's code for something. Take MRC-5 and plug it into Wikipedia. Very first paragraph reads, MRC-5 are cells derived from the lung of a 14-week-old baby Caucasian male that was murdered being aborted out of its mother in 1966. And those lung cells are what are in the hepatitis B vaccine. First ingredient. My question for you is, does anyone at home know what organ hepatitis affects and infects?
Is it the lungs?
No.
Kidneys?
Hepa is Latin for an organ. Do you know what it is?
No.
The liver. So HEPA is Latin for liver. So hepatitis, titus is inflammation of in Latin.
Okay.
Liver inflammation.
Oh.
Hepatitis A, B, C, they only infect the liver. I'd like to know, why did you put abortal fetal tissue from a Caucasian male ripped out of its mother's womb in 1966 and murdered? Why are you putting lung cells of that baby boy
Brand new baby.
inside of a brand new baby?